Hi everyone, in today's video I'm going to show you how to make a mouse Lovey. So all you need is some stuffing, some scissors, a yarn needle, a 3mm crochet hook, some grey for the head, and any colour you want for the inside of the ears. I'll leave a link in the description for the star blankie and the hexagon blankie. Okay. Before I start, I just want to say a big thank you to all my subscribers. I can't believe there's over 500. So take your grey yarn, make a slip knot, and chain 2. Go back into the first chain that you made and make 6 single crochets. Pull the tail tight. Okay, and you want to just single crochet 6 around. So just 1 in each stitch. And this will make the nose of the mouse. Once you've single crocheted 6 around, you need to increase to 12. So make 2 single crochets in each stitch. Okay, so now that you've increased to 12, you just need to do 2 rows of single crochet. Okay, so there'll be 24 stitches around. Alright, I'll just do that and I'll come back and show you. Alright, so that's how it looks after my 2 rows of 12. Now we need to increase to 18. So 1 single crochet, and 1 increase in the next stitch. One single crochet and 1 increase in the next stitch. All right, now we have 18. We need to increase to 24. So for this row, you want to do 2 single crochets and 1 increase. Okay. 2 single crochets and 1 increase. All right. So now we have 24 around. We need to increase to 30. So 3 single crochets and an increase. Alright, so now that we've increased to 30, we need to do one last row of increases. So we need to go to 36. Single crochet 4. And 1 increase. Okay, so that's our row of 36. And it doesn't look anything like a mouse. So now we need to do 3 rows of 36. Just single crochet around. I'm going to stop the video here. I'll do that and I'll come back and show you how it looks. Alright, so here's how it looks after my 3 rows of 36. And the next row we need to decrease down to 30. So single crochet 4. And do a decrease. So go into the front loop of this stitch and the front loop of the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through the last 2. Right. So just do that all the way around until you get back to the start. And the next row you want to decrease from 30 down to 24. So single crochet 3. And a decrease. Alright, now that we've decreased down to 24, we need to decrease to 18. Single crochet 2. And a decrease. Okay, now that I've decreased to 18, I've stuffed it a little bit. You can stuff it when we get to 12. We decrease down to 12. Just whichever's easiest. So to go from 18 to 12, you want to single crochet 1 and 1 decrease. Alright, single crochet 1 and 1 decrease. All the way around. Okay, for the last row, you want to decrease every stitch. So you go from 12 stitches down to 6. Can be a bit fiddly. Okay, once you get down to 6 stitches, you just want to leave a long tail to stitch it onto the blanket later. Pull the yarn through. And you just need to go through the front loop of each of the 6 stitches. Okay. And then just pull it tight. And then all I do is just push it through to wherever you want the bottom of the face to be. And that's the thread we'll use to attach to the center of the blanket. Right, so the next thing we need to do is make the ears. Right. So grab your pink cotton yarn, make a slip knot, chain 2, go back into the first chain and single crochet 6. Pull the tail tight. And then you want to increase each stitch so you have 12 around. So 2 single crochets in each stitch. cut the yarn, pull it through, and then all you need to do is skip this first stitch, go into the second one, and then go into the back loop of the last stitch that you made. Okay. And just knot these two ends. Next you need to grab your grey yarn and do the exact same. So you want to do chain 2 and make 6 single crochets in the first chain, and the next row you need to increase to 12. So both circles have 12 crochets along, and once you get to that stage you want to put the both wrong sides together like that, and you need to join these two together and increase at the same time. So go in through the grey stitch and one of the pink stitches, right, pull through all of those stitches and make a single crochet, and then in the next one you need to make an increase, so go through both stitches and make 2 single crochets. Right, so this row takes a little longer than it usually would. That's because you need to make sure you go through both stitches. So it's 1 single crochet and 1 increase to go from 12 stitches to 18. And make sure you get both loops of each stitch. Right, when you get to here, you just want to push these tails in between the pink and the grey. All right, last one. Should end on an increase. Okay. So pink on one side, grey on the other. So you just need to do one more row. So you need to go from 18 to 24. The only difference is I do my increase first and then my single crochets to make it look a little bit rounder. Okay, so just going through the grey stitches that you just made. Make one increase. And then 2 single crochets. One increase. And 2 single crochets. Right, just make sure you've got 24. And the only thing you need to do is slip stitch to the next stitch. And cut a tail long enough so you can stitch it onto the head. And pull that through. Right. Okay, to stitch it all together, I have hidden all the tails in the blanket. Then you need to add the ears. So just pick whichever row looks best. Maybe that one. So I'll probably do maybe 3 stitches between the ears. And it will probably be on this row. So there's our first row of decreases. So it's the last row of 36 single crochets around. Right, make sure the pink is facing the nose. You just want to stitch it on any way, whatever way is easiest for you. Right, I just go through this last row that we did. And then back through the body or through the head. Pull it tight. Back through the ear. Back through the head. And just do that over and over until it's nice and secure. And then do the other ear And then I use both the tails and I knot those together and then hide it in the head. Alright, for the nose, you just want to thread from the top to the bottom. Alright, for the eyes, you just want to go down one, across and up one. So I might go one more over. Right, so if we go down to this one, and then out the next one. Go back to that first one, and then come out the next row. And then back down to here. Doesn't look too bad. All right. All right, and the last thing you need to do is just stitch the head onto the blanket. So I come out from the bottom of the head and I'll stitch along the center here, and then I'll do an extra row probably out there. Make sure it stays on. All right, so all you do is that's the tail from the back of the head. can be fiddly to start, but once you get started, it's alright. Right, so I just press the center into there. Move my tail down to where I need it. And then I just go through this double crochet here. Really hard to see what I'm doing. Okay. And then you just go back through the head and out a stitch. Through the next double crochet. And through the head and out again. Alright, and then I just tie that off, hide the tails and the head, and it's done. Okay, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.